What's going on, guys? This is Social Infinity here, and this is my first video to give you a little bit of background information about me. My name is Zach, and I am 16. You know, I'm young, but I've been on YouTube since I was a little kid. You know, I've been on YouTube before it really got big. You know, watching everything on here. But right now, here I am to y'all talking about a little bit of basketball, some information on the Miami Heat, because I am a basketball fan. I am a player of it too. I'm not currently playing for high school. One, you know, there might be some moving going on, and two, you know, I have played it before, you know, but with all the I've had injuries, you know, over basketball. Like, I'm like the Derrick Rose of basketball. But either way, you know, basketball has always been something that I enjoy. I love the organization, the NBA, and I could be posting, you know, different kinds of content on the channel, from basketball to even some video games, and I don't know, maybe some music, some hip hop music. You know, it could vary, you know, but I'm making a new channel here to try and take grasp of an audience. I don't know if I can do this, but I'm gonna just give it a shot. You know, it's summer, and I'm not too sure if I'll be able to continue this when school starts. But I figure I have nothing to do, so I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage of this time and try and make something of this YouTube. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into the video, my first video that I'm gonna be posting here. And it's really of the 2015-2016 Miami Heat season roster. Well, big relief, huge relief of the whole fiasco of Dwayne Wade. You know, him staying to the Miami Heat, at least making another contract for 1 year. I hope he'll make the right choice next year, you know, and stay. I don't want this to be a 1 year thing. That's why I'm saying that, because I'm glad he did stay. You know, everyone's glad he did stay. He opted out. For those of you who don't know, Dwayne Wade did opt out a few weeks back, and was wanting to make a contract deal. I forgot what it was. He wanted an extended amount of money because he has never been the fullest paid player on the Miami Heat ever since he has been on here for the last 12 years, and 13 years. So that's crazy to not be the highest paid player, you know, and you're the one that makes the Miami Heat. Well, along with Udonis Haslem, but you have been the star player, you know, bringing them to the championship in 2006. All the way up to now. And people can say LeBron James did, but in my opinion, that's one of the greatest trios in NBA history. LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. I just saw something on the internet posted of all three of them in 2011 making 30 points and 10 rebounds, at least, all three of them in the same game. And that's truly magnificent to score like that, all three players. You know, it really shows the dynamic skill for all three of them that make up that team. You know, so it isn't just one. And even for Cleveland, you know, there's Kyrie Irving, J.R. Smith, Kevin Love, all of them. You know, they make up a whole team too. So it's not just a one-man team. I'm just rambling now. But point is, Dwayne Wade, he is staying, and he was looking for the highest pay. Right now, we know that no team would be able to really offer him such an amount. Plus, with a huge account of his age, you know, and his knees, last season he only played about 3/4 of the season. So, you know, teams take into account the type of things, and at the end of the day, Miami still brings the biggest amount of money and the biggest amount of acceptability for him to stay. So Dwayne is staying. I love the video he posted saying he's staying, you know. that kind of gave me chills almost. I'm a Heat lifer because I've been born in South Florida, you know, and Miami Heat has been my team. I've been a fan before LeBron James. Many people think that another reason why, you know, I really take into account the Miami Heat is because many people believe that we are sort of this huge audience over LeBron James coming, but many of us have been here before LeBron James. You know, my grandma gave me a 2006 NBA Finals championship when they won back then, a t-shirt. And, you know, when I was a little kid, and I've been there, my whole family's been there ever since, you know, and we've been representing ever since. And a lot of us out there who are Miami Heat fans, you know, we've been that way. You know, some have came, you know, when LeBron James came around, and they still love us, you know. So it's just a matter of, you know, who you like, and you got to stick by that. But me personally, I've been here, I'm staying here, you know, and we're still fighting as a team and as an audience, as fans. So it's glad that Dwayne Wade is staying. So now we're looking at a full starting lineup of our point guard being Dragic, and then we got still Wade being at the shooting guard. Small forward is when we might have Dang, and we might have the new rookie we picked up from the NBA draft, Winslow, and then we're looking at Chris Bosh, and then we're looking at Hassan Whiteside. Now Winslow here, he has been someone that easily should have been in the top 5 NBA draft pick. We have won the NBA draft because there is no other team that has gotten a player like that at such high of a pick. A 10th pick is a great, is a good enough pick, you know, the first round 10th pick, but to get someone of that caliber, of that dynamic overall performance, because, you know, Miami loves a dynamic player that can play multiple positions, and that's exactly what Justice Winslow can do. And in fact, they didn't have their eyes set on Justice Winslow. Like, they had a bit of some background information on him, obviously, but realistically, you know, it was all a matter of somebody that is about of the 10th pick, you know, and when Justice wasn't picked up, they had to go for him, and that's exactly what they did. So here we are getting Justice Winslow. He did perform pretty good in the Summer League, and I haven't looked up too much at the Summer League. We didn't do too bad. I might make another video on that and get some details about that. All this is just stuff that's just straight out of my brain. You know, I'm not really looking up any information, and eventually I will give us some actual news updates and rumors and stuff like that to go along, and then formulate my own opinion. But this is just what I picked up personally over time, and that's, you know, that's kind of why it's my first video. I'm giving you guys a raw insight, you know. I'm giving all y'all a raw insight of me and the Miami Heat as a whole. So anyway, Hassan Whiteside, he's a great kid, you know. He looks like definitely a star. He's been bouncing around the NBA, but I think he's made his mark. Being in the, he was ranked 5, I believe, as Rookie of the Year. Not Rookie of the Year, excuse me, Most Improved Player of the Year. You know, and that's a big reward because he came out and, you know, he was throwing down many double-doubles, you know, setting records, setting blocks, rebounds, and points. So he definitely, you know, to jump off the bench and make something of himself. I follow him on Twitter. He's very inspirational too, like many basketball players are. But he really is connected to the audience and even the haters. You know, he is replied many a times to them to show himself and to show his worth, because now he is worth something. So it's glad that he is, and he has definitely stepped his game up from what he was. Of course, Chris Bosh, we got him coming out of the whole injury of the lung clots. That's pretty bad. I mean, to be injured like that, you know, that he could have took us to the playoffs by far. and that's a shame that he couldn't. He will be set up good to go for next season, and that'll give us a pretty good lineup here for next season. And Udonis Haslem and Chris Bosh have said themselves that, you know, we got just as good of a starting lineup to win the East as anybody else does. We gotta just see how it plays out, because I can tell you one thing: last season our starting lineup is nothing compared to this season's starting lineup, because we have made many improvements. We've made many negotiations. We still got negotiations to do. We got to figure out what we're going to do with Chris Anderson, you know, the Birdman, and Mario Chalmers, and where they're going to fit out. They could fit in, but as far as I know, we need to make some adjustments, you know, get some money in to move around, because they seem to be people that might have to go or just move around, or they could stay. It's all a matter of negotiations that still have to go forward. But as for the lineup right now, we're looking at something big. So really, at the end of this whole ordeal, the biggest thing that we have got from it is Wade staying, Dang staying, in fact, and Bosh will be set to go for next season, first game. So, you know, to come out like this, you know, they're gonna come out strong. They got a good starting lineup. You know, we all know the capabilities of Dragic and Whiteside being some new players on the Heat. We might go somewhere, and if there's gonna be some less injuries compared to last year too, you know, with Wade and Bosh, I think we could easily make the playoffs. And you know, we might, if we continue to work together, if the team does get to know each other, and get out on the court, you know, run some plays, run some strategies, we could easily take the Eastern Conference. And just as Haslem and Bosh said. Alright guys, so with that said, this has been Social Infinity, my first video on the Miami Heat. A little bit of me. I'm pretty much at that limit here of YouTube, you know, hitting the 15-minute mark. So I'm gonna let y'all go. Please subscribe for more videos and content, you know, because I could be posting many different kinds of things. But I want to start somewhere, and I want to grow a small audience. Even a small audience, it'll mean something to me to make something out of this. But regardless, I'm really doing this for fun. You know, I'm really doing this for just, you know, my own type of hobby. So, to let y'all know. Alright, y'all. Please subscribe for more, and I'll see y'all later.